This is what last year's track looked like for the Minecraft 500. This was number 1 from 2019, but now here is the new version for the second annual Minecraft 500. Last year, 3 drivers signed up and only 2 had to qualify. This year, 7 drivers are all in one big race. As now we're about to witness it right here on TF Sports and Games. Oh, I'm Tom Froscos. We're right here in Daytona Beach, Florida for an incredible race. As we're about to witness 7 drivers go around this large tri-oval to try to get the second ever Minecraft 500 win. A lot of drivers signed up, including Hyper, who was part of last year's Minecraft 500 but came in second in last year's running. But now we cannot wait to do this year's. So let's take a look at the track view. So right over here is the starting line. Then they're going to go around right up to the first turn. Now the turns are different. Now they have banking in the turns. Before it was just completely flat and it was hard to turn on. Now it's going to be a little bit easier to turn with those bankings. But then they have that large backstretch to drive into turn number 3 and 4. And then eventually they'll complete a lap. And in order to get into the pits, they just have to slow down and take a harder left turn. Anything can happen with 7 drivers. But now, let's waste no further time and let's go to the starting grid for today's Minecraft 500. As this is the second one ever. Row 1 is going to be CJ Billy on the pole. Wade the Best 12 will be right there with him. Row 2, Masked Necro will be right there. And Undying Ghoul right there with him in row 2. Row 3, Hyper from last year's Minecraft 500. And Lil Bug will be right there with him. And finally in row 4, rounding up the field, it is Juby Harvey right there in the back. 6 laps to complete. Before heading to the 4th lap, they have to pit. And the track is 2.5 miles around. So now we're getting ready for the official start of the second ever Minecraft 500. This is the most drivers we've ever seen in a race. And there we go, the green flag is out. Look at all of them charging for the front. Wade, aka Blue Thunder, he once went in first, but now he just dropped all the way back to 3rd or 4th. As now here we go. As right in the lead it is Undying Ghoul, CJ Billy trying to catch up with them. Meanwhile, every other driver is right there in the group. And it looks like Juby Harvey, he's having problems trying to get into turn number 1. He seemed to have slipped back all the way down. He's trying to get out of there. But anyway, as you can see here, Undying Ghoul leading the pack coming into the back straightaway. They're catching unimaginable speeds. Faster than any track. This is the biggest speedway so far in the field. Look at this. Blue Thunder, aka Wade. He passed many boats. As now here he is in second. He is catching up to Undying Ghoul. Undying Ghoul leading the pack so far. As you can see here. Oh, looks like Juby Harvey, he is still stuck. And it looks like he cannot get through that tri-oval. Going all the way back over here, you can see that Undying Ghoul having a big lead over everybody. Looks like Blue Thunder having problems. And it looks like Undying Ghoul is having a little bit of, like taking a little bit of his time trying to get out of here. Now coming into the backstretch after turn number 2. Here on the second lap of the race, 6 to complete. Undying Ghoul with that lead. Wade is catching up. Not by much. He's trying to go for the outside and then going for the inside. He's trying to find the fastest lane to go on. Some drivers are able to go on that outside lane, which is easier to drive on. Meanwhile, there's the inside lane, which is kind of harder to drive on, but faster in some people's ways. Oh, and looks like Undying Ghoul went right into the infield. That's going to mess him up a little bit. He's trying to get out now. This gives more time for Wade to catch up. He goes again, and Wade will take the lead just right in the neck of time. Now it looks like they're coming up to GB Harvey, who's currently right now on his second lap. Meanwhile, Wade and Undying Ghoul, they're right now on their third lap. Every single player that you're seeing right now is on PS4 right now, as all spots have been filled in. Look at the speed and control that Wade is catching right now. During practice session, he was putting up fast, consistent times. And then for the starting grid, it was random, as he was right there in row 2. And now look at him right now, all the way up in first. Oh, my mistake. He was actually right there in second spot in row 1. And it looks like Wade will be the first one to go into pit lane, because now they are approaching lap number 4, but they have to be in pit lane. Oh, look out! Undying Ghoul, he misses pit lane. He has to go back. He has to go back around in order to get to pit lane. There's Wade. He just made his pit stop, as now he's getting out of pit road. And it looks like Undying Ghoul is deciding not to pit, so it looks like Blue Thunder, aka Wade, looks like he pretty much has a big lead, because now Undying Ghoul, he didn't pit, so technically he's not in second now. As you can see here, GB Harvey trying to get back some momentum. We're going back to pit road. As you can hear, there's Max Necro. He got his pit stop right there. A lot of these drivers, they're trying to get their pit stops ready to go. Over here, now we have Lil going for his pit stop now. CJ Billy, he misses the pits, but it looks like he's going to try to get to there through the infield, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for him to get there. As now we're going back all the way to turn number 4. Wade doing an awesome job with 2 laps to go. Wade has a very huge lead over everybody else here in the Minecraft 500. And remember, another Minecraft 500 is coming up. Next year, 2021, we will see who'll be the champion then. CJ having problems trying to get into the first turn, as now we're going back over here, as we're seeing CJ Billy driving the course. As you can see here, he's driving right now on the outside, then he goes back into the inside line. And then we're going back over here right by the tri-oval, as over here you can see a few drivers passing by. Looks like GB Harvey, he just got out of his boat. He's out of his boat. Seems to be trying to pick up fights, seems to be. Very angry that he did not have this thing go out that he wanted it to. But he has to stay out of the way for the whole entire race. As now, we have these boats going around here, going into the second turn. Look at them all going. Undying Ghoul, I believe he still hasn't done his pit stop, but now we're down to the final lap. Lil looks like he might be lapped by the leader of the race, Wade, aka Blue Thunder. He is right there. He just has to complete this last lap and he will be the second ever Minecraft 500 champion. Last year, it was the Red Ball beating Hyper and beating JFM, the Chungus, beating both of them last year at the first ever Minecraft 500. But now we're about to see history, as a new driver is about to win if he can hold this off. As you can see here, Lil trying not to be lapped by the leader Wade. But now here he comes out of turn number 4, about to go into the tri-oval. Your 2020 Minecraft 500 champion is Wade, aka Blue Thunder. And he is stoked. He can't believe that he has won this race. It's his second appearance on the channel. First appearance was on Rigs of Rods. There was a lot of lag for him, but it seems like Minecraft is right up his alley, as now he has won the race. As now we're going to take a look at some highlights of what happened. So here's the start. The start was pretty interesting. You see all the drivers charging, and then right there CJ was the first leader of the race. So far there was 3 leaders in 6 laps. As then there was the second leader, Undying Ghoul. He tried to make another lap, but as you can see here, he got stuck right there in the infield in the tri-oval, and then Wade was catching up, and then here it is right there, getting caught in that last section. Wade was able to pass him then. And then on the pit stop lap, what caused Undying Ghoul to be out of the race was right here. He forgot to make a pit stop, and after that mistake, he just kept going into the tri-oval, missing the pits entirely, and he was out of the race. But then right here, Wade crosses the finish line in first place, as now he is the second ever Minecraft 500 champion. As now, we wonder who's going to be the champion in 2021, as the next one will be happening in February, so be sure to look out for that, as now you're about to witness here the celebration, as Wade is your official champion here today. Wade has won the Minecraft 500. What an incredible race this has been. Congratulations to Wade. I'm Thomas Frasco. We will see you next time for Minecraft Race Day coverage here on TF Sports and Games.